This is Stu from Blitz, and you're listening to WRRZ The Wizard with Sid Ryder. Real rock radio for real rock people. You hear?
Everybody's coming for ya. You built these walls, but they all fall down. I'm suffocated, asphyxiated, so frustrated. I keep running out of ways to try to closer to the light. So take all you got from me. All of this misery. Once you bury my bones, just to set me free.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome.
Hey, I was jamming out.
How you doing, Sid?
Good. I got sucked into that song. It's been a few weeks since I heard it. I was like, all right, cool. I can dig this intro again. How's everybody this week? Good.
Doing
Good.
I missed you guys last week.
I know. God, we were all worried.
I'm
To
lying.
death.
I'm lying.
He didn't miss anybody.
I'm not lying.
I'm kidding. You guys have a good time off that last week? I know here there was some threats of some storms the night before. There was tornadoes, and then it was calling for some the day of the show. And I was like, all I need is the middle of the show. My kids screaming and hollering,
so scary.
tornado.
Oh,
And here I'm to jump off and go outside. But yeah,
Mhm.
we made it back this week.
We
Yeah.
did. They're
And
saying we're
we have
going
a
to have
guest.
tornadoes here tomorrow.
Oh, so much fun.
oh my
I know.
God. I
So
just
excited.
cannot. That's so scary. I just have to worry about West Yellowstone blowing up, you know. That's a
You
big.
live here long enough, you just get used to it.
You do.
I don't know. I've never been in one, and they scare the crap out of me. They're pretty, but ooh.
I don't get used to it. I've been in two of them, and I'm still not used to
Ooh.
them.
You
We
got
get used to the routine. You don't get used to
Yeah.
the tornado itself, but
That's
you get used of the routine of preparing yourself for something
Mhm.
like that.
Right.
But we made it back this week, and we're going to bring on our guest, Jeffrey King from Truth Seekers Paranormal.
Yeah.
hello.
How are you doing? How are you doing, Jeff? Are you
Just
doing
chilling.
good?
Yep, just chilling out and relaxing tonight finally.
You look like you're chilling. Do you have a busy day or something?
Just work stuff, you know how it goes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Don't remind me of work right now.
Yeah,
Welcome
yeah.
to the show. We got you on finally. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell everybody a little bit about Truth Seekers Paranormal.
Oh, let me see. I hate talking about myself and the team, but let's see. We founded the team back in 2016. I've been on a lot of different teams and everything, but nothing of my own, and I just decided to start my own team. And the goal was to go look for the truth. You know, everybody hears something, sees something instantly. It's paranormal. Well, no, not. There could be a rational explanation for it. So that's how we come up with the name, Truth Seekers. And we want to find what is actually causing, the event. And if we can't find rational explanations, then we start looking at the paranormal side of it.
Now you've done a lot of investigations here in our area,
Yep. Here,
and I've seen you on the local news talking and taking one of the newscasters on a little hike to this, like, what was it, Okie Padokie? Is that the name of it?
yes, that was.
That's he was taking a local newscaster about about a mile and a half up this trail. You said,
Yeah, it's how you go in and you want to.
yeah, that newscaster is awful trusted.
It is. It'll be a lot of fun.
You guys got any questions? You guys like to ask him about what he does?
How many members y'all got?
Right now, it's actually me and my wife. At one time, we had several, and people have other lives. They dwindled down, and we're just trying to find good, real, reliable people for the team. Not everybody's cut out to be an investigator. So a lot of our team members have branched out to start their own teams, start their own thing. So, which is really awesome. You know, they just come in here. We taught them everything we could. They taught us some things, and they moved on with their own adventures.
Oh,
Wow.
That's cool. That's cool.
On the Para Unity, because I saw that you have a Para Unity event coming up in October.
Yes, we do.
And can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. That was started. This is going to be our 8th year. And it was started with the sole purpose of getting different teams throughout the state together, collaborating, and
Nice.
just get to know each other, you know, to actually bring unity to the field instead of everybody competing for this, that, or something else. It's just something that has grown in the last 8 years. You know, there's been bumps along the way as everything happens when you're trying to grow and build something new. But it's a really good time for investigators and people of that field to come along. Anything from cryptozoology, you know, UFO encounters, anything cryptid of that sort is welcome.
Yeah, I know that because I know other people has tried to do Para Unity or want to do it.
Yes.
So do you think is a very high demand to do a Para Unity? Because there's a lot, like you said, competition. People are getting
Yeah.
mad at each other and debunking each other.
Yes, it's in the day. Yes, I really think it was something that was needed, and I think we're all a little naive back then. You know, we'd all get together and sing "Kumbaya." Unfortunately, it doesn't happen. We have a really good
Great song.
committee right now that they're working with, and we just want to share everything we can with the public and other teams if they choose to come. It should not be a competition. Unfortunately, it has gotten that way in a lot of cases. So we've just something we've continued. It was started actually Ghoulie TV. I don't know if you've ever familiar with Ghoulie TV. He actually started it, and it's continued this year. It was actually handed off to his dad, who got me started into the paranormal field kind of on my own. I've always kind of followed, and that was Craig. He was with Miami County Paranormal Society, and one of the first teams I ever investigated with as an actual full-fledged team. And he's hosting this year.
Awesome. Mhm.
Yeah.
How often do you guys go out there? How often do you go out there and do investigations?
Every chance we can get. Here lately, we've been just doing a lot of stuff out on our own. There's some places that we go that are not commercialized. You know, I like going to those places. The commercialized places is kind of like Disneyland. You're there for the hype, the entertainment. They put in the themes and everything, and you go to experience that. Where the ones that aren't commercialized, you're just going there for the experience. You should go with an open mind. Leave your baggage at the door and investigate and see if it's actually paranormal or maybe it's your own mind, your own psyche creating its own hauntings. Those places are fun. Different woods, you can find the energy anywhere if you're able to or willing to just sit, listen, and let it come to you.
I know, and I'm starting to do a little bit of research, and because we live in the same area,
Yeah.
pretty much. So I've been doing like research about this area, and man, there's just a lot of potential hot spots just here in Peru that
Mhm.
would like spectacular to take a paranormal investigation to. Like the derailment of that train that crashed on Wabash River.
Yep.
I mean, to get there on that bank and do an investigation, I think I would think it'd be pretty active.
We've actually talked about doing that. The problem, there's so many people around and finding the right time to do it. Definitely, it'd be interesting at the time of the derailment, which it's like, it was early morning, I do believe, when it happened. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, go to those places. The International Searchers Hall of Fame, which we cannot investigate anymore, was an amazing place. It had both residual hauntings and intelligent hauntings there. There's so many places, and you have to look further than the written history past. As many of you know, there were things going on here long before Europeans showed up, and you have to kind of see, is it something from that age, something from recent, or something from the ancient past that could still have a footprint and energy there? It's endless possibilities. You just have to open and truly try to understand what's going on. It may not be anything evil. A lot of people think it's evil. I have yet to encounter something that I would call evil or demonic. Something's a little pissed off, but you know.
Have you ever been like grabbed by anything, or like, you know, like have like a sick feeling when you like entered a room or anything?
Absolutely. I've had what I call a complete pass through once. Wasn't expecting it, but I worked a lot of energies, and I could just feel something coming. You almost see it, but you couldn't see it. I can't explain it, and it almost was just like a complete pass through. The typical cold, sick feeling, nasty, just very, very weird, and that was very interesting. I've had little touches, but was it really a touch? Was it your mind? Was it something normal in your skin at a location? So those are probably, yeah. It's just, there's endless possibilities what could have been, and that's where I try to have my team, you know, think of everything that could have been before. You know,
so do you feel like sometimes you would kind of like try to debunk yourself, like, you know, because you say, well, it could have been this or it could have been that, but you know.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, with me, I look at everything like, was it really, or was it something that was actual a paranormal energy base trying to get through? There's a location now that I'm going to go back to, and if any luck, I'm going to get Sid in there and let him check it out. He could almost throw a rock and hit it from his front porch. Not quite, but almost. Same town. And it's really weird stuff going on that I haven't been able to figure out yet.
I'm that close to it.
Oh yeah.
I haven't discovered it yet.
Nope, probably not.
I have been digging in this town. I've been digging this town.
Good times.
We need to get out the pendulum and ask.
There you go.
Yeah. And mentioned pendulum. We use a lot of old school techniques, pendulum, dowsing rods, things that were laying around 100 years ago, 200 years ago. Modern electronics can be manipulated by anything.
Yeah.
Pendulums and dowsing rods can be manipulated, but
oh yeah,
I'm not bashful to say that I'm really a skeptic with it all. A lot of it, I'm at a point in my life now where I feel like I need to know if there is something after we pass.
Well, Sid, yeah, there is.
Well, nobody. I mean,
I've
I'm a
died
person.
3 times. I've been over there. There is.
Well, I mean, I have too, but I don't necessarily know if it was something that I've been to or something my brain was tricking to do, even after the fact that I passed away. Our brains still operate, even when our heart stops. Our brain still operates, and those memories are the last that are what or our fondest memories are the ones that are going to be flashbacking in our head when we die. So is that 100% paranormal? I can't say that. I can say that maybe a little bit. Maybe there is another side.
Right.
I feel like we're
I don't know.
constantly,
I
I feel
don't
like
know.
regardless, we'll still always question, did
Mhm.
we really see that with our eyes? Did that really happen? Did we really experience that? No matter we know deep down within that exactly is what happened, but still we're always, it must be the ego or something. Or something. We always come back and question it. There's always a questioning of it, right? At least for
Absolutely.
me.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. It's just like there's so many things that's happened in my life, and I can look back and you can say my ancients were with me, my ancestors were walking with me, they helped me get through that, or was it just me? There's so many
Yes,
questions,
Just
so
by
many
pure
answers.
chance, if something happened to you and you made it through, is it just by pure chance
yeah.
that you made it
Right.
through, or was it
Mhm.
the guardian angels or your spirit guides protecting you
Right.
from what was going to happen?
I've had so many people tell me different things. So many different people have told me the same thing when it comes to certain things, and how do all these different people that are energy workers, readers, mediums, never
Right.
talk to each other, but say the same thing.
Yeah.
Then you have to start really looking at it. And you guys, this is actually a fun group to talk with, by the way, because to be completely who you are and open and with your beliefs. So that's awesome. I
Yes.
think we all pretty much come from
Thank
the
you.
same background, which is different than a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's all, you know, so who is anybody to say what somebody's beliefs are or aren't,
Yeah.
but that proof? As human beings, we're always looking for that proof. We're looking for that
Yep.
knowledge, because knowledge
Or are we looking just for the comfort?
a lot
I
of
think
times.
we always want to know what we don't know.
We,
Like,
we
Yeah.
when we get older, I'm experiencing this myself with health issues, and I'm getting older. That
Mhm.
I start questioning things. Is it just because I'm seeking some sort of comfort that when my time does come, that I find this comfort that I can pass happily?
right.
You know what I mean? It's hard to explain.
No, I totally get it. I'm that way too. I'm older, so you start wondering, what's after this. But I feel that there's definitely something after this because I talk to dead people. So
Exactly. Yes. Do we need any more
See,
Right.
I
proof?
don't. I don't. I don't have those gifts. So for someone like me, I have to have some sort of proof, undeniable proof
yeah, that's
to
fair.
myself
It
to
truly is fair. Yeah.
But Sid, when you get that proof, are you able to say definitively yes, or are you still going to question?
you're still
Still
going to
gonna
question it.
question.
You're still going to
Exactly.
question it. You're going to dissect it and feel
Yeah.
and try to see what you feel is truth and what's not truth. And hell, how can I debunk
Absolutely.
it?
Yeah.
Right.
And
And
then
that's
My
everybody
main
else
focus
wants to
will be
tell you you're
debunking it.
crazy and it never happened, right?
right.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I've been told I'm crazy.
right. Do I believe my brain or what I feel or saw or ooh,
That-
Well, I
it's
mean, you always
a
try to
whole
go
thing.
for the mundane explanation first. You always try to go for that first.
Yeah.
Explain it away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my theory has always been if you put somebody in a dark room and turn the lights off, before long, they're going to start getting freaked out. Our mind is a powerful weapon that can be used
Oh
for
yeah.
us and against us.
Yeah.
When you throw somebody in a dark room and turn the lights off, eventually your mind's going to start playing tricks on you. You're going to start hearing things. You're going to start feeling things. Your mind just going to go. So you got scenarios like that too. So
Yeah.
that's for me. That's why I'm like so fixated here lately of going out and doing investigations because I need some sort of proof for myself to say, you know what, there is something. There is something after my life ends.
we will make that happen.
I
Definitely.
have a feeling it's going to be coming in sooner than you expect.
You have these moments where you feel like someone's with you, like
Yes.
maybe a false family member or things like that. My theory has always
Yes.
been it's because I'm thinking of them. It's not because of their spirit is around me, but it's because I'm constantly thinking about the ones that I've lost.
How do
But
you
you're
know
thinking
that
about
from
them
another one?
because they're there.
That's why. That's what I question, Thunder. That's what I question. How do I know that they are there or they're not there, or is it just me missing them?
You
And
know,
Well,
I'm
I
wanting
just
to
got
have signs.
goosebumps, so
One
I'm pretty
question.
sure they're there.
one question I'd
Yes, yeah.
love to ask my students. When they first approach me about learning the craft, and they start talking about goddess and God, I look at them and I tell them, prove to me that God is real. Prove to me. And they stutter. You know, they don't see God. They don't see spirit. But all of us experience it. All of us. Every day, there is God and goddess. And we as mundane people, we don't see it. When our children are born, God's there. Goddess is there. When we watch a puppy or a bird hatching out of an egg, or get, the dog's giving birth, or a cat, God, goddess. When we open and close our hand, magic. When we utter sacred words, God, goddess. And sometimes we don't see it because we want to, how can I say it, drink the holy nectar, but yet not earn it. You know what I'm saying? It's like with people with Jesus Christ. Was Christ really the Christ? Or was he learned the cults and brought it to Israel and became famous that way? It's like Aleister Crowley, notorious witch. He loved messing with Christians. He gave them the illusion that he was evil, even though he was not evil. Do you see what I'm saying?
I
Always with us.
as old as I'm and older I'm getting, I am starting to question it all, and just for my mental psyche, I guess. And I've always thought this way, as far as maybe there's nothing at all, maybe in my mind until I get proof, and maybe when I die, that's just it. I'm done. The lights are out. There's nothing
No
after this.
resound.
There's no heaven. There's no hell. It's just I passed away, and there it is. I'm 6 feet in the ground or cremated, preferably cremated.
There's life
But
after death. There's definitely life after death. Too many
yeah,
people's had experiences. I've had experiences. Me and Chrissy sat down with her phone with the necromancer app on it. We've had those experiences down at Kilcuck. I've had them out there at Chatfield Lake here in Iowa. How can I say no that there is an afterlife? I've had experience with God, with goddess, within ritual. And it just ain't me. It is a group of people. Okay.
I'm just at that age where I personally, I need to know. I need to
you're
know.
gonna
At least
find out
find
soon.
something. I just need to know something that
It's coming
there
in.
is.
It's
You know
coming
what
in
I
hot.
mean?
Yeah. I can relate to that.
What's your thoughts, Jeff?
I think there definitely is something, but what that is, that will only be revealed to us when that time comes. You look at energy base, you look at our ancestors, the ancients, the wisdom that some of us possess without ever really reading, and just gives us the energy and the knowledge. Where does that energy and knowledge come from? If not, when we're meditating, doing whatever, and then we get those downloads. Where does that come from? Does that all just end when we quit breathing and our heart stops beating? Or does that energy continue to flow on to the next plane, next level? Do we transcend into something different? There's something, but what it is, I don't know. And if there's not, we can't dwell upon it and worry about it. We just have to live our lives to the absolute best that
And
we could
then
be and move forward. There's nothing wrong with looking for answers
and if
now.
whatever legacy that we leave behind, that energy we leave behind is what our legacy is left behind. For
That is
instance,
true.
doing these shows, this is an imprint to the universe for the rest of whatever legacy that I have, my kids to be able to go back to see. Them are the
Yeah.
kind of imprints that I think that we can leave in our reality. And maybe some of that energy, what we do here, transcends maybe to the afterlife too, as well.
I can give you countless examples of my wife is one of them. Her not her husband, when he passed away, I just want to see, I want to know, I wanted this. Why don't I ever get a sign? And I can show you some. I doubt if I can load them up now, but there's been so many signs that has been thrown at her. But you have to open your eyes, feel it, and look at it and understand that's what it is. Uh, I was at an investigation in Fort Wayne. And I actually had the very beginning, I actually heard my name. I turned around like, yeah. Everybody looked at me like I was stupid. Okay,
Nobody's there.
nobody called my name, whatever. So a couple of other people, we were there and we was in the ballroom and we were listening to old music from the 20s and dancing and stuff. And we were pretending like we were dancing with this spirit, tripwire, and we're getting EMF hits. Do you want us to keep dancing? And it'd light up and whatever. Well, at the end of all that was done, it was time to go home. And hey, thank you for dancing with us. Thank you for being there with us. And then I heard this really faint female voice that thank you. And I just said, who else said thank you? Nobody said thank you. Okay, I'm losing my mind again. We played it back and it was there. There was an actual thank you come through.
That's experiences that I need right there. That's what I'm hungry for. Those kind of
Where did that come
experiences.
from? Where did that thank you come from? So those are just, I can come up with 1,000 different reasons that could have happened, but it's the faith and the energy that you have to experience all of it to know that comes from somewhere. Ghosts, spirits, I prefer calling spirits. We may be there investigating because somebody said it's this, and this person. In reality, it was somebody completely different that just wants some recognition. So they're going to answer to any name, even though it's not the right name. And that's what happened in this case. I truly believe it was nobody famous from this place. I think it was probably a a caretaker, somebody who was just looking for some recognition. And we danced with them. And they appreciated it. So
I was with a friend when she was passing away because she had cancer. It spread to her brain. Anyways, she was out for like 3 days straight. Like she didn't open her eyes, she didn't eat, she didn't nothing. I got there, first time she opened her eyes in 3 days. But that was like the first and the last time I seen her open her eyes until about 5 minutes before she passed away. And I shit you not, her eyes just popped wide open, like she was wide awake and alert, and her arm went up in the air and she was just pointing straight up in the air. And her eyes are just staring straight up, like they're here for me. And I'm getting goosebumps as I speak. And 5 minutes later, she passed. So, I mean, to see that, it was like it was so comforting, but so at the same time it was like, but it's things like that sometimes you got to have like that little bit of extra knowing, right? Otherwise it's hard to believe something you can't see.
Right. And it is. It's very hard to believe that, but people believe in stuff they can't see all the time. So why not?
Exactly. I love anything I can't, see with my physical eyes. I'm into it.
I have seen, like I've told you guys before, but I've experienced exorcisms, and I still don't buy even into that. How much of that is manipulation from the pastor to its flock?
How much of it is religious psychosis?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
You know what I mean?
I
is
agree.
it demonic possessions?
Yeah, it's religious.
You know what I mean?
Completely.
I think if you're on drugs and you're like severe drugs, like methamphetamine or crazy stuff like that, then you're under you're literally possessed. I feel like, because I feel like that is the demon. But
Yes.
you know what I
Yes.
mean? I don't know if I believe an actual demon, like
Right.
exercise them
yes,
out of the
it's,
body. I
it's,
mean, maybe.
I think people misconceive when they say the demon. I feel it's that alcohol can be your demon,
Yeah.
or the drug that you're
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
is your demon,
Those are
and
the
not
real.
an actual religious belief behind it. It's just, hey, this is my demon. I need to learn how to conquer it.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you about a residential we done. I've got to be very vague, so I hope this comes through. Maybe not too vague because I don't care. Um, Anyhow, we were called. This guy was seeing all types of things going on. He was seeing demons, seeing red eyes, just all types of activity going on. Long story short, uh, ex firefighter, ex police officer, seen tons and tons of traumatic stuff. He had some traumatic injury happen to where he could no longer fulfill his manly duties. So this is what he said himself, his manly duties to provide for the house. So then we start self-medicating ourselves with tons of cough syrup and the other constantly that he didn't tell us about. So his demons was his own demons. We truly think
Right.
that it was the mental state, PTSD. There was some residual in a house that was, but it was, he took that little tiny little bit of real paranormal and turned it into this great big giant snowball of demons. We showed proof
Oh
with
yeah.
him. His eyeballs that he was seeing was a, I do believe a possum, something like that, glowing at night, and he constant mess. But it's our own baggage demons that are the real demons in the world, I believe. And
Yeah,
when
the
you,
brain's real trickery.
I
yes,
can't agree with you more there, Jeff. I
and
think
then
it's our own demons that manifest in certain ways in
yeah,
our reality that
yes,
manipulates our thoughts to the point that you can't keep those demons that you have bottled up anymore, and they're slowly just kind of seeping their way out into your reality.
yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
And he goes, "I'm not crazy." We're not saying you're crazy, but
Yeah.
I
you
am,
need to address
You need some
the,
help.
yeah.
yes. And I straight
And
told
it's
him,
okay to ask for help.
You might
I
need
told him
therapy.
he refused anything, and he refused the idea that there was nothing there but demons, and it was not him at all. So we can't help
Yeah,
those.
his brain literally got him convinced that deep. That's how
Yeah,
deep it can get, really. People don't
it,
Here's
realize
a
that.
cool question from Mary Beth here. Or not really a question, but more of a statement. I can't be the
Oh,
only
yeah.
one who's run into some fairly evil people. Here's where I stand. Are they evil, or is there some sort of mental illness that they have
There's something
that
mental.
that numbs those certain sensors in their mind? You know what I mean? I'm probably explaining it wrong, but
Well,
I don't
a
think
lot of
necessarily someone's evil. I think that there's something not working right that's preventing them
a
from
lot
having
of
rational thinking.
serial killers have been shown to have traumatic brain injuries.
Yeah.
Like sometimes something's just broken in their brain.
But does
and
it make them
something that
evil? Hmm,
It
I don't
can
think
make them a
so.
is it.
bad person.
Yeah, that's the difference. There's a difference, and pure evilness means
Yeah.
that to me, my of pure evilness, would they not step on an insect? Would they go out of the way to spare something or do something? It doesn't matter if it was an insect, a bird, whatever. But any act of kindness, wouldn't that kind of destroy pure evilness? So I don't think there's pure evilness, just like there's not pure holiness. Because do you think a Shaolin monk, I'll just use that for an example, values life over everything? You think they've ever not accidentally killed an ant or a bug? Therefore, just how I kind of rationalize pure evilness and pure goodness. I don't think there's any such thing as either.
You know, the big question is whether somebody's channeling something that is evil, or, you know, like few of us, we channel goodness.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, yeah, your intention too is, you know, has a big part in it, you know.
Your surroundings.
Because you can block, right? You can put up those boundaries, right? Or cloak yourself in that golden bubble and not let them in, right? But
absolutely. Same thing. It doesn't matter if it's magic that somebody has sent your direction with negative intent or paranormal. You allow it into your body. It doesn't matter what it is. You have allowed that to enter your mind, your soul, your being. If you don't allow it to enter, then it doesn't affect you.
I'm so glad, Jeff, that you say that, because I hear that all the time. Well, be careful, somebody's going to curse me.
Yeah,
curse me. What do you mean, curse me?
Personally,
I have as a witch, I have a thing that people say, "Oh, they're going to curse me." I'm like, "But do you believe in the curse? Because if you don't believe in the curse, it doesn't have any power over you."
Exactly.
You don't acknowledge it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
So
Just
they're cursing me. Hell, I do it all the time. I say "fuck you" shit all the time.
Yeah.
Just by letting them slip in a little bit into your mind, well, they're affecting you. Don't let it happen.
Yep, they're taking up Brent right in your head.
And
As
then
soon as
your
they do
brain
that, you're
starts
cursed.
doing the funky donkey and starts adding up stuff. It's not really happening.
Right.
I think we should take a brief break. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Sure.
We should play. I got some music set up for everybody tonight. I kind of was thumbing through Facebook and come across this artist, and I thought he's got. When you look at the guy, I was like, okay, this should be like a good, cool rock song. But it's a cool song, but his voice kind of threw me for a bit. I was like, okay, but this one's called "Let Down," and the song is called "Empty." Enjoy. We'll be right back, guys.
Oh.
Sweet.
You don't know the hell I've been through. You don't know the price I've paid. You can't see the walls I'm bracing, time I'm facing all my days. Every bit of man I once was, every bit of love that I could have, living in a moment, setting into motion all the other fear I had. Nobody help me. I'm not cold, I'm empty. Somebody heal me, hold me, make me know me, hate me. No one can love me. Inside my lonely. Someone will feel me, show me, make me know me. I'm not safe. You don't know the hell I've been through. You don't know the price I've paid. You can't see the walls I'm bracing, time I'm facing all my days. Every bit of man I once was, every bit of love that I could have, living in a moment, setting into motion all the other fear I had. I can't compel me. My mind won't stop me. Heaven to fail me, help me, let me carry, help me. And that's it's my message. Heaven to kill me. It's in my memory, but I'm shaking when it fails me. You don't know the hell I've been through. You don't know the price I've paid. You can't see the walls I'm bracing, time I'm facing all my days. Every bit of man I once was, every bit of love that I could have, living in a moment, setting into motion all the other fear I had. Take it from me, I'll take it away to feel free. Never a thing, I don't know a thing affects me. Stuck in my head now, give me the know the price I've paid. You can't see the walls I'm bracing, time I'm facing all my tears.
So there you go. Welcome back to Between Two Worlds. That was Let Down. I just stumbled across this guy the other day through Facebook, and I was like, man, his voice and his lyrics was like, it was like touching me, and I was like,
Yeah,
man,
that was good.
I gotta find this guy on YouTube. But that's my
Great
pick of the
song.
night.
That was a good one, Sid. I liked it.
I liked it too.
Yep.
Yep. I
It was
In
agree.
my
different than
playlist.
what we normally listen to, I feel like. It was good.
Yeah, a little different. Tobias, what was you getting ready to say?
Oh, I said actually it's part of my playlist. I've had it for about a year. It's a cool song, and that's why. When I stumbled upon him, it was like, oh, that guy's voice, and then the lyrics. It was interesting. Not my usual like either, which surprised me.
Surprised
cool.
me too as well.
Great minds think alike.
I just love music, so if something hits me the right way, I'm going to showcase it. Anyway, that was Let Down, song Empty. Go check that. Go check him out. And we're back with Jeff from Truth Seekers Paranormal. Tobias, you into this ghost and spirit investigations or ghost hunting?
Little
You got
bit.
any
I
questions for
do have
Jeff?
a question. I had a question because we were talking about the life after death section, and one of my longtime thoughts is when we were talking about, is there any true evil or not? I've often wondered, like Beth was saying, those people are like sometimes, or I'm sorry, Jen was saying, those people are just brokens. And I've often wondered if that's what we're hunting. If like people who die evil, like serial killers or cult leaders, do they stay evil when they pass on? Or when they switch forms of energy, do they change? And do you get a chance on the other side to work on things, or is it just reincarnation? Because I believe in that. So like when Sid was asking, is there something beyond? I think there has to be. I really do. Whether we go to heaven or hell or whatever you choose to be, I think we transition into something. But I think Sid's onto something there, where our favorite, most fondest memories that are tied to love are usually what pops up when you pass on. But one of my questions for Jeff was, do you often think about people that are viewed as evil, like serial killers and such? And do you think that's possibly what we're hunting? Like when people pass on, if they choose not to pass on, if they stay over years and centuries, do they lose all their humanity that they were clinging to because they didn't pass on? And does that make them evil?
Right. Those are still questions that we're still looking the answers for. One standing theory is, a mean person in life could still be a mean person in death if they do not accept the fact that they have missed out on something in this life and they're still here. They still have grudges or things. Sometimes I found out that the things that seem to be uh, mad, pissed off at an investigation, and I've done this at a location east of here, that
Okay.
this place is really known to be really kind of nasty sometimes. But I threw a whole nother pitch into it and come up with an idea. Maybe they are misrepresented and they were really upset that we're saying they're evil, they're mean, they're whatever. And it went completely common cold after for what I believe was not an evil thing, entity there at this location. I just, one of those weird things. I started Native American because it was real close to the Native American trail. There were actually burials and stuff very, very close to this location. And so I started addressing it. Maybe you are just misunderstood and you have nothing to do with this location, but further back in time, played some Native American music. The place was dead the rest of the night. So is it because they weren't even evil to begin with, but people come in and it's a ghost, so it's got to be evil? We don't know. But to me, if you're evil energy in life, you're going to have evil energy in death. until you make that full transition, until whatever it is moves on to where it's supposed to go.
I've noticed that a lot of investigators it's like they automatically go into an investigation, think that this place is evil, and all reality they're probably just mad because you're misrepresenting them, and you're like, hey, no, we're not this,
Yes,
that, or something.
And some of them are just confused
right,
still. Like,
absolutely.
I have to I
Yes.
have encountered one incredibly angry dead guy in my experience with all the dead people that I have
Mhm.
talked to. And he was a horrible person in life, and he is a horrible person in death. But the vast
Yes.
majority,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, the vast majority of them are just misunderstood, or just haven't moved on, or are just here to check on somebody. But there is one,
Or just don't want to leave their loved ones.
I think we kind of
100%.
splinter. I think part of us moves on to a place, part of us sticks around, and part of us reincarnates.
I think
my
that's why I want to know so bad, because when I do pass, I want to know that I'm still going to be able to be around and see my kids
you will.
have their family and watch them. And I think that's why I need to know that there is something out there. I know my time is coming to an end.
I've
And
been
we have
reading these. They're pretty good. This is life after death stuff. But anyway,
You know, we haven't even touched on different realms,
Yeah.
different
Yeah,
dimensions.
I
It may
really
not
think
even be
that we
spirit.
split. I think that we split, and we part of us goes different places.
oh yes, we're in like a ton of different places at the same time.
Doorways can open, doorways can close. Something passing through that's from a different dimension. We're getting a glimpse. We're getting something we don't understand. So therefore, it's evil. It's something, and it could just be something passing through. We don't know all. We will not know all these answers until it's time for us to know these answers.
Yeah.
There's theories about aliens, extraterrestrials, and UFOs being associated with paranormal. Finding
That's a good theory too, though.
I think so.
The more and more of it is starting to come into light, and I don't know any of you at all, but those of you that have abilities, gifts, have you ever seen or thought you've been visited by an alien? Raise a hand.
Been what?
Have you ever been visited by an alien?
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, we've been
Yes.
chasing.
Yeah. And it's just something too that we're finding out that more and more people with abilities and gifts have had some type of interaction.
Oh yeah.
Kind of weird. So
I have a theory about that too as well. I've not had an experience. I haven't been, visited by an ET or nothing like that. I wished I would have, because I would have done the phone home with him. But but I think there's something behind that. I think there could be some truth behind what you said there, Jeff. I think who's to say that they have not touched someone and unlock, because how much of a brain capacity do we actually use? What, is it 3% or
1%.
something like? Is it like 3 or 1%?
It's 1%, and 99% is still out in other dimensions and other realms, and oh yeah, we're
Well,
everywhere.
scientifically, we just don't have access to it. But let's say the
We
aliens
don't use
did.
it. Yeah, we don't unlock it.
Who says though, if you don't get in touch with an alien and they have some way to untap some of that brain capacity that we don't fucking use, and that's why there's the psychics and the mediums and all these people that has those gifts. Maybe they've had some sort of experience where there's something is tapped to them and unlock something.
And I'm also Team Bigfoot is an interdimensional being.
Yes, absolutely.
I think so.
You know, the
What does he
realm
like? Goes through portals or something, Jim?
Yeah, that's why you can't get a good picture of it.
That would be
Yeah.
great.
In and out, in and out, in and out.
He just fades them through like
the
some
world
X-Man or something.
They let you see what they want you to see.
The world of
I believe
paranormal
that.
is such a huge umbrella that, paranormal, what is paranormal? Well, it takes in everything, kind of like paganism. Paganism is a giant umbrella, and I feel that that paranormal is kind of the same way, and we have to look at everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
You
I mean,
really
that's
do,
we
makes
yeah.
a good investigator. If you're questioning, if you're not going in, if you're an investigator, if you're not going in with skepticism and doubting everything and then trying to find reasoning, you're not doing your job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that's
Yeah.
how I. Yes, you cannot be. Oh my God, it's a ghost, and it was the cat.
That's got to be for me the last resort that I would look at somebody and say, I think I've encountered a spirit. That'll be my last resort until I can disprove that I maybe it was something else, and I feel 100% sure that it was an experience. Then
Right.
Or those dude bro guys on TV are like, make a noise, and then they make a noise, and they're like, ah, they made a noise.
Right. Yeah.
Stand
It's,
that.
it,
and
yeah.
like
It's just,
in these TV shows, they do so much misconception of it as well. It's so well, it's made for TV, it's entertainment, so they
Right.
mhm.
people don't
And that-
realize that there's so many times that from just the interviews that I've done, there's lots of times that people go on investigations and never experience a stinking thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
nothing. It's like really.
And there's probably
But-
more times of that than actually having an experience.
For
Oh,
sure.
there is. There is. Absolutely. And then when you get into a place that really has, then you're just really, it's 5 o'clock in the morning already. You know, you just don't know what you're going to get into. You know,
Now,
we can't.
my
Yeah,
big
go ahead.
question is, I've heard people say that these aliens and these UFOs are half fallen angels. And I've heard that 3 or 4 different times in my lifetime. It is a big question. Who are these beings?
Right.
And
They're interdimensional beings, just like an angel is an interdimensional being. That's
a
just it.
human's
And
interdimensional.
angels and
Yeah, we're
aliens.
just all interdimensional beings.
Yeah, I wonder if an angel could just
I
be an
love
alien.
alien stuff. You can get me started on alien stuff.
They glow like an angel. They probably have tentacles that look like wings. I'm just making shit up as I
There's
go.
some beautiful aliens, let me tell you. The Arcturians are really pretty. Lumerian or the Pleiadians, they're pretty gorgeous too.
There's
Well,
another
me-
book that you can
I'm
add
sorry.
to that list that Beth has. There's a book by Brandy Anderson, Through the Veil, The Afterlife. And it's some true stories about her grandmother coming in the afterlife, contacting her through a remote control on the search. She would type out different things to her loved ones.
Yeah.
So
Good
it's a
call.
good book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My
So, Jeff,
daughter, we were in her car and she's like, I got a ghost in my car. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, what makes you think that? And then her stereo thing just starts flipping through stuff. And she's like, I just want to know what they want. And then it stopped right on communicate. And I just started laughing because I'm like, they just want to communicate. Like, it's that easy, you guys. Signs are everywhere. If you just open your eyes, pay attention. They're talking to you all the time.
Yeah.
There's the place that I took the news crew out to, Sid,
yeah.
out there investigating. And how many of you are familiar with the group Omnia from the Netherlands and overseas?
Oh,
You ever
yeah,
heard about
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. One of their songs, of course, I Don't Speak Human. My phone, to get through to my phone album is like buried, and there you got to like open this screen, slide here, go here. I mean, you just can't get to it. I'm out here at Oki, and said the word was going to. Anyhow, I'm out there, and we're trying to communicate and stuff. All of a sudden, it starts playing their song, I Don't Speak Human.
Yeah.
What would you call that, Sid?
Not
Is
a
that a-
coincidence.
Well, you can't really narrow it out to not being a coincidence. I've had coincidences in my life, like, oh, well, okay.
There's no
It could be-
coincidence.
It could be just like you said, but if you really start
Or
analyzing,
it could be. That's why I need to get out and I need to get out and do investigations
Yes, you
so I
do,
can
sir.
experience these things on my own. or with a group of people. I need to experience these things.
Yeah.
That way I can relate better to what is going on with, when you guys say you experience, I'm the only one sitting over there going, I ain't experienced a fucking thing.
Sid, I think it bring you comfort too to know, like, just to even experience it once, just to know.
Well, I may have experienced things. I've heard my name be called and I've answered out to it, yelled at me. But is that just my mind playing tricks on me? Is it paranormal? Or I've had an old washer lid pop open, and then I had the dryer door pop open on me before in my mom and dad's house. Is it coincidence?
Yeah, good questions though. Because
how did it make you feel inside? Like, what was the first thought that came to your mind? Was it like, oh, that was my parents, or that was paranormal, or was it like, oh, that's just weird? Because I feel like kind of your first instinct too, right?
I was
so
young.
You were really, really young when that happened. Okay.
Yeah.
So I bet your grandmother's one that always took care of the clothes and laundry and stuff at her house that you can remember, right?
It's funny you say that. I was really close to my grandma when I was a kid, and she was like the bond, the string or the net to keep the family together.
Yeah.
I want you to answer this question. Have you ever told me anything about your grandmother?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, that's all you know. Need.
Yeah, how did I know that was grandma there popping up, open some lids and stuff? That's how this rolls.
Yep.
All right. Well, I can appreciate that. These are the experiences that I need to have.
And pay attention to the little synchronicities that go on. It's not always a coincidence. They're synchronicities, and they tend to happen together in clusters.
Yeah, and it'll be to the point where you're just like,
it hits you over the head.
Like that. Yeah, I just got goosebumps. Woo! Like it's just more than a coincidence. Like that just couldn't have just happened like that.
Well, when I was in my early 20s or early 20s, I've had experiences, but once again, you can explain certain things off by maybe sleep paralysis or something like that, where I've been slung to the bed and felt like I was held down, and I could hear things talking in my ear as they're holding me down. But was that an experience, or was it sleep paralysis, or what? I was so scared though that I do remember running upstairs and sleeping with my sister.
How do we even know that that's not an actual experience? And some doctor just calls it sleep paralysis.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to look at the totality of everything. What was going on in your life at that time? Did you experience anything different after that has continued?
Well, at that time, I was going to church. I was in a Pentecostal church. I was part of the church band. Okay. And I was during that time, I was experiencing all those exorcisms because I was like the pastor's right-hand man, sort of in a sense, where she was letting me experience all these things because he wanted to be part of that church. So I needed to learn the Pentecostal ways. And so I experienced these exorcisms. During that time is when I was getting attacked. I felt like I was being followed down the street one time. Scared me half to death. But was that just my brain playing tricks on me? Or was I really being chased? Because I was leaving church to go home. And during that little short 2.5 block, I felt like something was following me and chasing me back home.
Look at the totality of the circumstances.
So I don't know.
And is that the same time, or when did you start exploring a different path?
Oh, right around my teenage years, around 15, 16 years old.
You go through that at 15? Holy cow, man.
I started the witchcraft path when I was 15.
Yeah,
I was going to church before that, and then I got introduced to the witchcraft path, and then so I was dabbling in that a lot during my teenage years, and then on through the rest of my life.
Yep. Okay. But yeah, just you have to look at everything in the totality of everything, and then you will start seeing patterns like she mentioned. Look at patterns and I'll get you out there. We'll see if we can't give you some answers one way or another. Either
I mean, I don't necessarily. I'm not out for seeking like to see something all the time. I know that's
but
unrealistic.
but you have questions, and that's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Natural.
especially, and people are waking up now more now than ever, right? So more people
Yes.
are wanting more answers and
Yeah.
seeking more
I'm
answers.
investing into this. I'm spending a lot of money for myself. I want to take on every angle that I can take on to try to prove that
Yep.
there is something and that I have some sort of evidence that
You
I can document on my own.
You don't need to spend some tons of money because a lot of that in the paranormal world are paranormal
Oh,
gimmicks.
I didn't spend like a fortune or nothing.
Right. I just that there's so many gimmicks out there, and they're kind of to trick you to work just a little bit. So you just buy something else to work a little bit, and in
It's the
reality,
basic, the dowsing rods.
I was gonna
It's
say,
the
just get you a
basics
pair of
that work
dowsing
the
rods
best.
and you're good.
Yeah, that the basics to get you by. But my mentality is this: I want to take every angle that I can
yes,
to prove something. It's not about how much I'm spending because I really don't care. For
right.
me, it's just, I want to make sure that I approach it with every angle, every way possible. Whether I need that or not, that's to be
So you
seen.
could
But
explain everything away.
yeah,
Get a spirit box. Go to a graveyard
I got one coming tomorrow.
and sit
Yeah,
down with
dude.
sit
Yeah,
down with
I
a
love it.
grandmother or a loved one and start talking to them.
I got
If it
one
doesn't
coming
happen the
tomorrow.
first time, go back another day. Try it again. It doesn't have to be dark.
Right.
Spirits don't hide in
Any
the
time of the
dark.
day. Any
I
time
just
of
take
the
my
day.
phone
Anytime.
and record, and
Yes.
I catch all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just my phone camera. I mean, it's me and the phone camera.
Before we end tonight's show, Jeff, I'm curious. In this area
Yeah.
that we live at, can you tell me like probably the what's the most haunted site that you've been on that you've had the most experiences? Would it be Okie
That's going to be a hard one because Okefenokee is full of native land, native energy, native spirits.
Ooh, that
So,
was good. Right.
is it really haunted, or is it just their overwhelming love for nature and the earth and how they live their life that's still there resonating in that woods?
Well, now what's the story? What's the story behind that site that people keep saying that it's haunted? Then
Honestly, the drunken horseback riders has contributed a lot. That Okefenokee has always been a horse riding method, and they ride all hours, day and night, and they will go back in there. You won't even know they're there, and they'll be riding around the horses. They'll start whistling, hollering, hooting, to scare people and have some fun. So my mother rode horses back there in the day. I've been part of the scare people back there. There is energy back there, 100%. If you're back there around, especially certain places that maybe they wouldn't want you there, they're going to let you know that maybe you shouldn't be there. I've never found nothing about Stephanie and the 7 bodies that were found. There has been a murder back there that's real in recent time, but everything else is folklore. There has been rituals back there over the years, multiple rituals. So the energies and stuff you get from that. But we can't get there anymore, and I'm real hesitant to mention a place because I don't want people getting in there and doing things. But it's pretty well controlled right now. But it has to do with the circus, and it's not in Peru. That is a very active location.
How funny! I'm making new Circus Salty Oracle cards.
So that is probably that's where TSPI started, was this location. It was
what makes that location so haunted?
all the old residual from, they have things there from a lot of tragic circus accidents, train derailments, fires, people getting killed by elephants and tigers. Then we had the flood where there was a lot of things that were killed in the flood. The old saying was, what happened in the circus, stayed in the circus. Back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, they didn't call police. That place was so huge. The territory was thousands of acres in Miami County, not just a little square that you see now, but it covered tons and tons of land. They didn't call law enforcement if they had an issue. They took care of things themselves. So you had all types of things that were happening there. The people that loved the circus, performed, died at the circus, or just the love of the model builders that actually built models and brought stuff in. Very active location.
We have a
Very
question for you.
Sure.
Where have you gone that surprised you in a way you didn't expect?
Ooh.
Actually, the place I was just talking about, there was a place in Hartford City, and not the famous one that everybody knows. That's actually where I had the full pass through. Yeah, it was just the full pass through, and it was an old apartment building that had a bank in it, second story, and that was really surprising. It was really good encounters. Randolph County Asylum's a really cool place. Some of the best experiences that I've had is when I wasn't looking for them. I do a lot of coyote hunting. I'm always out scouting and doing stuff. When I started hearing again Native American flute in the middle of nowhere and there's nobody around, I bet I looked like I was an idiot trying to drive around different places, just trying to find somebody within a mile radius that maybe was playing a flute. Nobody heard nothing. So that was pretty cool, unexpected experience. All the experiences don't have to be evil and touching and bad. They can just be those little tiny moments that you cannot explain.
Mine's in this bedroom quite often. I get orbs in my YouTube videos constantly. Or live. Anytime I'm doing tarot, there's orbs. It's crazy.
Yeah, you never know. You never know where you're going to find. But this has been the best podcast that I've ever been a part of, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Absolutely.
thank
Hands down. This has been the best one that I've ever been a part of.
Thank you.
We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
We can take sits. It's amazing.
Yeah, really, really good show.
I got
But
a
yeah,
question.
you guys have any questions? I'm an open book. Ask away.
Yeah, guys, got any final questions you guys if I've left out or you guys would like to ask? Tobias, go ahead, bud.
It can
I
be
do.
back.
I'm curious what his take is on shadow figures, because I think that ties into the dimensions. It could be cryptids, it could be aliens, it could be demons. It's always fascinated me. What do you think they are?
Man, I like that you brought that up, Tobias, because I've been experienced. I don't know if it's shadow people like you're thinking, but I see dark figures, full dark figure. I don't know if it's just once again my mind playing tricks on me, but I'll be sitting in here, and the corner of my fucking eye, I see somebody walk across my kitchen floor.
Yep.
And then I see him walking back, and then every once in a while I'll see something in the corner of my eye peeking down the stairs like it's looking into my living room.
Right.
I'm glad you brought that up, Tobias.
The shadows can be any of those things you just mentioned. I don't know. People have been talking about shadow figures for as long as I think there's been people. There is a thing where it could be just our own mind trying to fill in a little something, and it makes it a figure. Pareidolia and all that is totally real.
Yeah.
Yep, it is 100% real. A lot of investigators get that confused with being a spirit or a ghost, and it's nothing more than pareidolia. Our minds will try to put voices together, put faces together, sound. I mean, it just how it works. Shadow figures, they could be any one of those things that you've mentioned. It could be a quick little spirit. It could be an interdimensional being. Being. We don't know.
I feel like also the energy that you feel, because there's definitely some kind of energy, right? If there's an actual spirit or something wrong, you feel something.
Yeah. Yes, and you know that just go. What do you feel? What do you think
Yeah.
it
It
was?
startles me.
Yeah.
It makes me stop and look over that way to see if there was actually somebody going to come back out the other side of the
Right.
kitchen. It
I,
startles
Yes.
me.
I had one when I first bought this house. I had one that would always walk in front of my television. And finally, I'm like, listen, you have to go because you cannot be walking in front of my TV. I'm watching something.
Right.
And it was
Yeah.
gone.
And
Yeah.
that,
They'll get annoying
and
like
that
that.
right there,
Yeah, they'll get annoying really
that's
fast.
And you can
number
tell it
one
to
thing.
leave or to stop doing what it's doing, and
Yes.
it will do it. Like it's yeah.
Oh
If
yeah,
you
I was like,
you can tell
you
it to
gotta
stop.
go. You can't be here.
Yeah.
That's the
It's
number
just as
one.
easy as setting a boundary with
Yes.
setting
Set
a
boundaries.
boundary
Say,
with
look,
the spirit.
hey, appreciate you here. You're bothering me. I recognize you're here, but can we keep
Yeah.
it down or
Gotta go.
during certain hours or whatever? And treat it
I,
like
I,
that. Treat it like it's just
Yeah.
another person.
I am
Yeah.
choosing not to be haunted. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Especially if there's like those really creepy experiences where you just feel eerie. Like you can literally, I've told them to get
Gotta
the F out multiple
You gotta
times.
go.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just gotta use your big girl words and send them back in.
Very, very few times have I ever felt like something maybe, and I don't know if it actually followed home or if it was just the energy was still embedded from an
Right.
amazing event that sometimes you get some vivid dreams. I'll just, it takes me a couple nights to calm down from it. But there's
Right.
nothing that says I never have anything last longer than a couple nights. And like you said, if you think so, do some good staging and do some good cleansing and say, hey, you need to go back to wherever you came from.
Yep. Just boot them.
I think
Yeah.
I'm
Yep,
gonna
it's that easy.
I don't
talk
feel threatened by these things at all. Actually, they don't really, there's nothing, I don't feel nothing creepy about it. It just
Yeah,
startles me that I catch it. And
Exactly.
that's whoa, what's going on in there? Who's coming out of
Yeah.
that kitchen? I guess nobody.
yeah,
And
you've
you
probably
know,
seen it.
yeah, was it something that's been there forever? Or was it a family
Well, this
member?
home that I live at, which you've been here, Jeff.
I
It's
wasn't going to say nothing, but you're bringing it up, so yeah, I already thought it.
this home's about 150 years old, and this
Oh,
home
cool.
was one of the original homes that was built in this town.
That's
And
cool.
the previous owners were a pastor and a pastor's wife. And I don't know as far as who all lived here before. And I know nobody's died here. I've researched that. But who's to say that this wasn't their home, and when they passed away, they wanted to go back to their home, and this is their place.
And who's to say it's not grandma or somebody else wanting to check in on you?
It could be anybody, yeah,
It
honestly.
could be anybody. It could be the owners just doing their routine, what they did when
Right.
they lived there,
Yeah.
going the
Residual.
wife going into the kitchen and doing the
Yes.
dinner and getting everything prepped, and she just doing her routine as if she was just still alive.
And you can ask for signs like, who was this? Like, give me
Well,
a
that's
sign
what we
who
got
this
planned
was.
tonight. It's me and my 9-year-old son. I don't know what I've
Cool.
done to him. I must have made him morbid, but he wants to
So awesome.
do a late night paranormal investigation in the house.
So
So
cool. What
we're
the
gonna
coolest
do
kid
that after
ever.
the show. Yeah, we're gonna do that after the show.
Please send videos. I
All
need to
because
see.
of these stories that I'm telling about this house. He's hearing it. It's like, oh, I want to do it. And he sees Dad's interested, so he wants to do it.
What a cool kid, Sid. Cool kid, Sid.
There you go.
All right, I guess we're gonna be out of here. I guess we're done for the night, huh?
I got a tarot reading I got to record.
I said
Oh,
it was
she's got a tarot reading.
so it was a good time.
I
So,
know.
Jeff, thanks for hanging out with us tonight,
Yes,
man. I
thank you.
appreciate it.
Yeah, it was so
It was nice to meet
awesome.
you.
very
We'll have to
awesome.
get you on
I appreciate the
again
invite. Yes, yes.
and talk more, because sometimes an hour sometimes just isn't enough.
Oh, absolutely. Anything you
Yeah,
want to.
connect with all of us.
Be sure
Yeah.
to follow Jeff's Facebook page, Truth Seeker Paranormal.
Truth
Yeah.
Seeker Paranormal.
Investigations. Yeah, put the investigation.
Investigations. I can't forget. Oh, I did forget that. Thanks for
Truth
reminding me, Jeff.
Seeker
Yeah,
Paranormal.
it actually goes to a complete other group. I thinking, I don't know, it goes somewhere way else, and they're no longer there. But yeah, it's just
Well,
remember,
yeah.
you know, it's we bring in a lot of our own baggage to investigations, and I think investigators forget that. They just you have to go in clear minds, clear conscience, and clear intent.
Yep.
Just going in with an open mind is really what my thoughts are. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm when I do an investigation, I'm gonna be completely open minded. That way, I'm not going to miss. I don't want to miss nothing. If I get an opportunity to experience something, I'm gonna make sure that I'm open to that experience.
Right. All right.
Anyway, I guess we're going to be we're done for the night. I think everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for hanging out with us, Jeff, and
Thank
thank
you.
you guys for hanging out. And I'm going to play one last song, a little bit of Buck Cherry. Let me see. My name is the song's called Blackout. And guys, be safe, be well. We'll see you next time.
All right, guys.
Have a good night.
Something's got a hold of my head. I'm fading in and out. I don't feel so well. I don't even know what I said. I feel like someone went and just rang my bell. I'm in a blackout. Somebody help me. They call this shit a blackout. And I can't come down. What came out of my mouth? Oh no, I blacked out. I feel like I'm the walking dead. I guess I fucked up. I went off the rails. Didn't even make it to bed. And lucky for me, I stayed out of jail. Another blackout. Somebody help me. They call this shit a blackout. And I spin around like a merry-go-round. Oh no, I blacked out. Blacked out. When I black out, I cannot get off my couch. When I black out, I'm on a merry-go-round. When I black out, I let my loved ones down. When I black out, I'm living in Animal House. I fucking blacked out. Can't solve